Good morning, friends. It is the feast of Saint Terese of Lisieux, one of my favorite saints. I just finished a novena through her, and I thought to share my devotion to Saint Therese for today's video. Therese dealt with a lot of trauma when she was a child. She lost her mother at a very young age. And then she lost her older sister who helped raise her, and she went into convent. So she just had a lot of trauma as a child, and so it kind of affected her in a lot of ways. It led her to going into the convent herself. She was born in France, Maria Françoise-Thérèse Martin, the Martin family. She's known as the Little Flower. And her spirituality is that of being childlike. She entered the Carmelite order around 15, and she lived a cloistered life marked with, humility, prayer, doing small acts of love, which she called the little way. She believed that holiness really could be achieved, through, just the simple things, the ordinary things that we do in life, if done with love. So I've tried to do the same, and I think it's powerful. It helps me keep every part of my day grounded in love, so that over time, your whole day is full of love. And it's really not easy to do, but if you do that and practice it the little way, you realize your life is then always centered on love, by just making sure that you're grounded in it. She died sadly at 24 of tuberculosis around 1897, I believe. And she wrote a beautiful book, an autobiography called The Story of a Soul. And she's beloved around the world. She's got deep, personal, profound spiritual insights in that book. Most people find it it's beautiful, it's poetic, it's French, but it's also deep and simple and kind of helps us be childlike and forget the worries of the world. She has inspired millions. She's one of the most beloved 21st century saints, and she really emphasized a surrender to God's will in a childlike way. She referred to herself as the Little Flower because her hero was Saint Terese of Avila, the Big Flower, and she, I think, took on her name when she became a religious after her provincial years as a novice. She was canonized a saint in the 1920s, and then she was declared a doctor in the church when I was in high school in 97. And I remember my religion teacher talking about how that was a big deal. And I just always had a relationship since. She's the patron saint of missionaries and florists. Her feast day is October 1st. Again, she emphasizes on simplicity and devotion and love. And it's real practical. It's a very practical way of living the faith. And one last thing I would say is, if you do a novena to Thérèse of Lisieux and you ask for her intercession, she promised she would spend her time in heaven doing good on earth. I can attest to 30 years of devotion to her, veneration as a friend and a little sister, big sister, but she's got that childlikeness, so she's always been kind of, in her book, she would refer to herself as, the little flower in the woods that no one really sees or cares to see or forgets. They pass by, but they see the big flower. Her humility and her simplicity said that that's okay for her. She wanted to be a martyr. Instead, God made her a doctor of the church. And that the father would come down and scoop her up like a father to a little girl. So like pick up that little flower in the woods or something. It was a beautiful imagery that she lived by and talked about. And so Do a novena to her. Whatever you ask for through her intercession, she will send you roses. Not just a few roses, but a lot of roses. So many roses, it'll be what I call ridiculous. When it's from heaven and from God, it's at that ridiculous level, ridiculousness. I watch those videos. It's like funniest home videos. But ridiculousness is if you want to experience the phenomena of having signs from heaven, Terese of Lisieux novena, 9-day novena, ask for help, and she will send you roses. She'll send you different colors. If you yellow, white, red, pink, you'll know she's praying and being there for you, because all of a sudden you'll be overwhelmed with roses in all kinds of ways. So God bless, enjoy, and we have a powerful friend in Saint Terese of Lisieux. Today is her feast day. God bless.